This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Relay Sports College Football, Chris Roberts, joined as always by Kirk Crumstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Tigers offense comes on the field first today. You'll recall the last time they played, it was the Crimson Tide making just enough plays, Kirk, to pull out a close victory.
And Chris, let's face it, that's what the Iron Bowl is supposed to be about. No matter who wins the game, it's always a lot of fun when it comes down to the final few minutes. I got a feeling it's going to be like that again today.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Breaks an open space. Using the clear. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football when teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Quick pass. The catch is made. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Early in this season, Greg, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field. Boy, the script that this offense coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything. Varying formations, personnel groupings, run, pass.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Alabama's offense gets their first crack now. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive lineman, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Trapped again in the pocket.
Boy, this defense is taking advantage of an opportunity. Their own offense scores on the opening drive. Now a big sack here on 3rd down. Big decision here on your own side of the 50. Do you go for it or do you punt and give that offense the ball back?
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. And there's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Back's got it again. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
3rd down play for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff in a single back formation. Gets the first and still running. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? Inside the 20. Inside the touchdown. Alabama. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. On first down, it's play action. Looking for a man deep down the left side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. There's such a living history to this rivalry game. They began playing back in 1893 and so many dramatic chapters since then.
You know, growing up in the Big Ten region, I always had an appreciation for the Iron Bowl, watching Auburn and Alabama every year. Well, really, it wasn't until 1996, my first year on College Game Day, when you and I were down there, watched it firsthand. It was my first experience in seeing it, and there's just nothing like watching Auburn and Alabama in person.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big call on the ball and bat it away.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Grab down the middle. It's Turner.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time, and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
And now the handoff. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The first real speed bump of this impressive run. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. That has been in large part to the Lions on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, but it doesn't work out.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting a touchdown. You want to come away with 6 points, and now they've got a shot to get it.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And the pass is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds itself backed up inside their own 10. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. It's to Russell. On this winds up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They'll run it here. He gets loose. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
They'll hand it off. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Handoff to the back. Great cut there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The back's got it. Looks like Auburn will have the 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
That's an important 1st down on that running play. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a 1st down.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game. Well, he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Gonna run it. It's Henderson.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Oh, he makes the catch. Stopped quickly after the catch, but it's 1st and goal now at the 7. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain on 1st makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line.
here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. He keeps it on the designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, we've watched this guy all year, and we know that he is a threat when they get down inside that 5-yard line. It's 4th down and goal. The defense just did not anticipate that this guy's legs could hurt them, and they did for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 10, safety kickoff.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Back to throw. It's Russell. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They stop him at the 22, but that's some important breathing room on this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hot over the middle. It's Johnson. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Defense not pressing this time. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Hit as he released it. And the pass is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the 1st down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. Makes a quick grab. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure is coming. There's contact on the throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. The receiver's got it on a jet sweep on 3rd down. Makes a nice move there. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple of possessions. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper, and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Now it's second down here. Ball handed off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Has the first down and more. Headed for the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Tigers. Look at this. It's Auburn beginning to pull away, Kurt, and it's the Crimson Tide on the ropes at the moment.
Yeah, pride is on the line for this Auburn team. All they hear about year-round in their state.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the two-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. And they finally get things going this time. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
He's got room to run. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. It's Russell. Looking deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. And here comes the punter onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown with their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. They'll hand it off. They've got him down out near the 40.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
They'll ride the back again here. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackler up near midfield at the 48.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Makes the defender miss. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today. And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. There's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set them up first down at the 15. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The shotgun handoff here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Looks like Auburn will have the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. Grinding away with a running game. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching.
Touchdown, Auburn. They continue to roll up the score. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good.
29, Alabama, 7.
Return starts from inside the 5. Oh, the returner fumbled it. Oh, it's grabbed by the kicking team.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense starts with a short field. Here comes the handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Back to pass. It's Russell. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. That's a design quarterback keeper. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. The pocket breaking down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. 2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. It's Russell. A deep shot to the left side. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you...
Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the fourth quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to...